2 months ago, I brought a group of 7 senators down to the southern border, down to the Rio Grande Valley. I've been down there many, many times. I wanted them to see firsthand what was happening. As many times as I've been there, it is worse now than it has ever been. We have had 3.5 million people cross illegally into this country under Joe Biden. It's the highest rate of illegal immigration in 62 years. It is a crisis. It's a national security crisis. It's a humanitarian crisis. It's a health crisis. It's a crime crisis. We are seeing little children being physically and sexually assaulted by human traffickers. We are seeing the ravages of these cartels making billions, exploiting what is today a modern-day slave trade. Mm-hmm. And all of this is the result of political decisions from Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi. Just today, the White House press secretary was asked a question about my podcast, Verdict with Ted Cruz, was asked. So she had said last week that it is not true that anyone is walking across the border. It simply isn't happening. Now, when she said that, that was a lie. It was a flat-out lie. And I invited her. I said, well, you are either deliberately lying or you are willfully ignorant. So here's a simple solution. I invite you to come to the border with me. I'll take you out, and you will see hundreds of people crossing the border, walking across the border, one after the other, after the other, after the other. So today her response was, she said, I don't need to be lectured by Republican senators about the border. Well, apparently she does, because she is using the position of the White House to lie to the American people. Robert's question was, what can we do about it? When we have Republican majorities, we can start to hold this administration accountable. One of the very first things we should do with a Republican majority is the House should impeach Alejandro Mayorkas, who's the Secretary of Homeland Security, for refusing to enforce the laws and secure the border. And the reason to impeach him is in the Senate, we need to have an extended, detailed trial and put before the American people the facts of the tragedy, the suffering, the sexual assaults, the deaths that are happening, the drug overdoses that are happening because of the administration's refusal to follow the law. The corporate media won't cover the facts, so we need to put it before the American people. And it's why having a majority is so important, because the Democrats, Schumer and Pelosi, they ain't going to do it. So we got to have the levers of power to ensure accountability and change the disastrous path we're on.
Absolutely right.